everyone! My name is Random, and today I am talking again about the twits over on Twitter. Man, I really hate generalizing because there's so many really awesome people on Twitter, so let's take some time and go individually over some of the things that some specific people are saying on Twitter. And of course today I'm wearing my awesomely actual feminist Princess Leia t-shirt. This princess saves herself. You can't really see it very well, but that's kind of that's the message that I like to have with something like Star Wars, where you have actual interesting, strong female characters like Princess Leia, who does save herself, but she also is pretty amazing in other things, and she's not just this I'm going to save myself and I don't need anybody ever sort of mentality. So I wear this despite the fact that sometimes it gets in my head that it's a little bit feminist, it's a little too feminist. But when I know, yes, it's Princess Leia. Princess Leia is okay to have as a strong role model because A, she's a well-written character. B, Carrie Fisher herself punched up so many lines in the Star Wars movies. That just goes without saying. She was an awesome role model, an amazing person. And yeah, like, I wear it out of respect for her, and I definitely like to justify that, no, I do not wear this as a representation of the Force as female. It is not female. The Force is a thing. It is a non-gendered thing. Anyway, back to the topic of the twits over on Twitter today. Let's pull this nonsense up here. Oh, look at it. Look at this. It's our friend Amanda Ward. A lot of people are aware of her because some people have gotten into it with her, her semantics over the use of the word a when people describe a female, a male. Yeah, she's kind of one of these hateful people who go around name-calling, generalizing. Now, for somebody like me, I can get into it on Twitter with people. I will get into it with a specific person and name call a specific person based on their behavior. I don't do this bullshit of, oh, everybody who complains about the movie's a man baby. That bullshit's gotta go, and I'm so goddamn tired of this. So when I see something like, holy shit, Paul F. Tompkins invented the perfect name for the Star Wars fandom, man babies, starflakes. I haven't laughed this hard in a bit. Well, that's because you're a miserable sort of person who probably never laughs at anything. You're so blinded by this whole consumerism of Star Wars. That's your whole identity, is Star Wars. That's everything you are. You're married to a Star Wars person. You have a Star Wars website. Your whole identity is Star Wars. And that's a problem when you have nothing else in your life, that you feel so strongly that anytime anybody criticizes something, you feel personally attacked by this. And the whole, oh yes, cult leader at making Star Wars.net, that's not something to be proud of, that's not something. Of course, my Twitter profile says criminal mastermind. What do I know? But yes, let's take a look at her horrible person of a husband who's probably just as bad as her. Yeah, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars. Oh my god, he has something that's not Star Wars related. How does she allow him to have something that's not Star Wars related on their profile? That's not very Star Warsy of you. That's not very supportive of your strong female counterpart. Oh boy. Anyway, so let's take a look at their website here. This one! Oh, it's that! Star Making Wars! Shit, I didn't even connect the two. I just saw a video on this today. That's hilarious. Oh, okay, so that's perfectly fine to go after, like, how bad of Star Wars fans these people are. These people should not be Star Wars fans, I think. They're gonna go around name-calling everybody in general. That's not okay. Why do we do this? I can sit there and personally say these people personally are offensive to me personally by the shit that they're doing online. Yeah, oh lord. I just saw a video on this today. Watch Ethan Van Sciver's video today. Actually, my cat was really interested in Ethan Van Sciver's video on this today. I didn't even realize that was the same people. Holy crap. But yeah, of course, me being the argumentative bitch that I am, I had to go in and be like, yeah, so now I have no respect for Paul F. Tompkins either. Seriously, how are you okay with name-calling like a playground bully? Can you honestly be proud that you're acting childish and stereotyping anyone with any complaint about a film by calling them names? You know what? I'm gonna go on record here, and I've gone on record a few times. I liked The Last Jedi when I saw it. I gave it about a 6 out of 10. It was fine. It had some slow bits. It had some really annoying bits with the whole Canto Bite scene. And walking out of the theater, I'm like, I didn't like the side quest. It was too long and stupid. But somebody like Mark Hamill's performance definitely pushed that over the edge for me. And, you know, I don't want her on my screen. Get her off my screen. Go away, lady. Mark Hamill's performance in The Last Jedi, the emotion you see in his eyes and you feel in his soul when you're watching him, made that movie watchable for me. That gave me enough of a positive experience coming out of that movie to not hate it immediately. But you know what? People who do have any criticism absolutely have a real genuine criticism with that movie. You guys are absolutely right. They were very disrespectful to the characters. They did a whole bunch of stuff with politics that they shouldn't have done in a Star Wars movie that's supposed to be a long time ago in a land far, far away. That totally distracted and detracted from the movie. You can have politics in these movies. You can have messages in these movies. But when you have to stop the movie cold just to insert a message, don't do it, you know? And I'm not going to like say that, you know, everybody who disagrees with me are just stupid. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be like these people. We want to be better than these people. You know, as a member of the fandom menace and the resistance and everything else that we're calling each other or calling ourselves out of pride, we need to nip this bullshit in the bud. We need to stop this behavior cold. This is hateful. This is hate speech, and they need to be taken down a peg and reported as the hateful, racist people that they are. It's sexist. It's racist against, you know, pretty much anybody. The race of the Star Wars fandom, I guess. You know, it's culturist. It's very prejudiced against our culture as Star Wars fans. It's very prejudiced against people with differing opinions. If you disagree with somebody, to generalize them and say that, you know, this is just as bad as, you know, somebody saying all men are stupid because they're men. And that's the same type of mentality here, you know? That's the same type of mentality as, you know, saying all women are pretty. Not all women are pretty. Not all men are handsome. Not all women are frail and petite. Some of them are stronger than some men. We have differing sizes and shapes and intellects and colors, and, you know, we have differences. This comes from Star Trek for me. This is a Star Trek thing. We have differences, and we can kind of work together and say, wait a minute, we can fix this. You know, let's work on this character strength, and let's take you know, somebody like Ethan Van Sciver, who has a huge following, to call this stuff out, and let's take all of, you know, everybody in the fandom who actually doesn't fit this stereotype of man babies. Like, I don't see myself as a man baby, never did. Every time I come out and say, hey, I'm not a man, I'm not a baby, people are like, oh, put your bits away. We don't want to know that. It's like, well, guess what? You're absolutely incorrect, and you need to know this so you stop this stupid behavior of just generalizing everything you see. I'm guilty of it. We all are. We're human. If we can just kind of point this out and be like, you know what? You're wrong. And if I call her a name online or Twitter, I'm calling it directly to her, not to everybody I think who is like her. I'm not going to even generalize her. I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to say, you know what? She's an inaccurate, hateful, spiteful sort of person who is taking pleasure and laughing about rubbing it in and calling people names. Like, that's a horrible thing to do. That's a very horrible way to go about your life. And I know I've done the same probably. Everybody has. We all kind of get into this us versus them mentality. And, you know, maybe one of these days we'll evolve as a species and get over this stuff. But, you know, you only need one or two people pointing it out to say, you know what, we're done with this. We're tired of behaving this way. What do you guys think? Are you guys tired of this? Are you really tired of people like Amanda Ward who are just hateful to us? I mean, there's more of them like that, but we're specifically going to focus on her today. She's gotten into it with other people on YouTube and Twitter. When can we just say, you know what, you are a horrible person whose opinions don't matter, and if you can retract that statement and say, you know what, I was wrong, then we will move past it. I've certainly done that myself, and I will admit if I'm wrong. I've always admitted if I'm wrong. Probably not a real common thing on Twitter, because a lot of people will just mute me before they see it, but whatever. What do you guys think? Anyway, I will see you guys probably tomorrow in the next video, or maybe stream. I don't know. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're brand new to the channel, and I'll see you guys later.